Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Corey from the Long Story Short Show, and we are going to be talking about Doom Patrol issue 45 of Grant Morrison's run, or issue 45, part of Grant Morrison's run of Doom Patrol revolving around the Beard Hunter. So, we're going to be talking about Doom Patrol in space next Monday, since a lot of people wanted to talk about that, but that'll kind of set the stage for whether or not we're going to keep on doing Doom Patrol until the next season comes out. The rest of Grant Morrison's run gets pretty crazy and pretty out there, so we'll see how the retention is for that. And if it's good, we'll keep on going. But we also have Swamp Thing videos coming out every Thursday now, so stay tuned to that. It should be pretty crazy. We're doing Alan Moore's run from the 70s, so stay tuned if you like that kind of stuff. And we're going to be talking about, again, issue 45 revolving around the Beard Hunter. And let me say that this story is pretty crazy, all right? So here we go. I'm going to try to take this video 100% serious. There are a couple things that Ernest Franklin hates in this life. One being beards, of course. The next being the people who get their sick kicks from leaving their fingerprints on mint condition comic books. The last being people who badmouth Ernest's favorite writer, Ron McMurray, especially when they badmouth him to Ernest's face. And today, David Sanchez hit the trifecta. I bet you don't feel so smart now, do you, punk? Ernest says from the rooftop with his sniper resting on his shoulder and its barrel smoking. Another clean headshot. Ernest admires his work from afar. He believes he has enough time to run downstairs rather than jumping from the building top. David isn't going anywhere, and if he remembers right, the last time Ernest jumped from somewhere this high, he hurt his ankle. As he approaches David's dead body, he reaches into his combat bag where he always keeps his essentials, like shaving cream and a razor, so he can remove the beards from his kills and add them to his collection. The way Ernest sees it, he's the best at what he does. He hunts beards. As Ernest leaves the area, he runs into two male hookers who start catcalling him. Ernest says that these sick freaks must have noticed him because of his tight jeans and ripped shirt. He'd kill them right here, right now, except they don't have beards. A little later in the day, Ernest arrives at home and is greeted by his mother. As she warns him about forgetting to take his medicine, he quickly rejects her and says he's on a one-man war against beards. He doesn't have time for things like that. She throws in his face his age. So what, he's 36. So what, he hasn't been trying to meet any new girls. He has Sheba, his stuffed German shepherd, and he's okay with that, really. His mother then says that she would rather him stop all this so that she can have some grandchildren besides another police investigation, which is what she can see happening in the near future. Ernest's stepfather went missing a little while ago. It resulted in a cold case, but as Ernest puts it, that bearded bastard was never his real dad. That is when she is reminded that Ernest got a little something in the mail about beards. She doesn't get much mail, so she helped herself to a little peek. The way she sees it, he shouldn't be so mad about her invasion of privacy. At least she didn't find another one of his bodybuilding magazines. This is too much for Ernest to think about right now, so he runs up to his room to restock his supplies, his shaving cream, his hunting knives, his sunflower oil, and most importantly, his razors. It seems as if he received a proposition from one of his sworn enemies. He has to venture into the lion's den itself, the Bearded Gentlemen's Club of Metropolis. You see, the club has found themselves in somewhat of a predicament. After they tried to pour the beard tonic in the public water supply to make it so everyone in Metropolis could grow a beard, the authorities started keeping a closer eye on them. They are pushed to reaching out for allies that they would not have once before, and that is why they summoned the Beard Hunter. There is a special beard out there, one that is unrivaled and unprecedented. The beard worn by the one and only Mr. Niles Caulder. And when the club reached out to Niles in order to buy his beard off of him, Niles refused and stated that they are all lunatics for even asking. That obviously wounded the pride of the organization, and now Caulder must pay. And so will they, handsomely, if the beard hunter is successful in his mission. He just needs to hurry back as quickly as possible. Oh, I'll be back, Ernest thinks to himself, with a load of artillery for all those bearded freaks. Elsewhere, Dr. Caulder is busy at the supermarket getting help from what looks like an employee that he is quite familiar with, as him and the young man enjoy a quick back and forth. Bam! The boy is shot by a sniper in the ribs. As the young man, Sean, collapses on top of Dr. Caulder, knocking him out of his wheelchair, the beard hunter comments to himself that punk was probably going to grow a beard anyway. Dr. Caulder quickly tries to crawl away from his assailant, and he pours sunflower oil on the ground to try to buy him some time, and he manages to catch Ernest by surprise. As Ernest slips on the oil and slides into a stack of soup cans, he assures himself that it didn't hurt himself as much as he thinks it did. He still has the advantage. He just can't have Caulder see him cry. As Ernest catches up with Caulder, he reaches into his bag to grab a can of shaving cream, but it's missing. As he looks from left to right to see where it could have rolled to, Caulder pops up and sprays the shaving cream into Ernest's eyes. Ernest quickly proceeds to cursing out the crippled bastard. That was the last straw. Nobody makes a fool out of the beard hunter. Ernest then rips his shirt open and pours some sunflower oil onto his chest. Gotta make the muscles glisten, as he puts it. Then he proceeds to let his Uzi rip until the clip is empty, destroying all the bottles of oil, kitty litter, and cereal in the vicinity like a true badass. Unfortunately, back home, Ernest's mother is getting a visit from a couple of police detectives. As they inform her that they believe that Ernest has killed a man the day before, they believe that he is very unstable. Ernest's mother states that there is nothing to believe. Ernest is unstable. He hates beards because he can't grow his own due to a hormone deficiency. She also says that he pees his bed a lot. She didn't need to add those 2 cents, but what are you gonna do? She finally ends the conversation by stating that Ernest is in Rhode Island on another mission, and if the police can't find him, then they can have him. Back in the supermarket, Caulder crawls by the meat fridge and pulls out some electrical wiring from the bottom and frays the ends. He then proceeds to unroll aluminum foil onto the floor in front of him and connects the electrical wiring to the foil and MacGyvers himself another trap for the beard hunter. As he covers his own tracks with cereal from the broken open boxes, Ernest turns the corner. As Ernest inches closer and closer, he steps onto the trap and is instantly electrocuted and collapses to the ground. And as Ernest slips into unconsciousness, he sees the image of God that says that Ernest's favorite author really does have difficulty grasping the English language. Ernest doesn't hear any of this. All he can focus on is that God has a beard. Shit. And just like that, snap, crackle, pop, Dr. Caulder is able to narrowly escape with his life thanks to quick thinking and ingenuity. So, like I said, guys, I thought this was just a little fun story that I wanted to share with everyone before I go back to cover the Doom Patrol. I think it's issue 35 where they went into space. But if you like this story and you want to see more Doom Patrol content, go ahead and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. And I thank every one of you, each and every one of you, for your support. Keeps me going. And yeah, I hope everybody's having a great day. Take it easy.